All right, Shalom, all praise to Yahweh Shemiah Shai, double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect, the house of David. All right, on down to the believers, the women and children, whom the Lord will have mercy on. In these last days, he will put his law, statutes, and commandments in the minds of his elect. All right, and the rest of the nation will follow, and we will rule in righteousness on earth as it is in heaven with complete order. All right. So today I just wanted to deal with a short topic. I was reading some of Paul's writings. As I was advised by another brother in the faith, and I was reading it, and it brought to mind, a great lesson with everything that we're going through. And that lesson is that our victory is not going to come from the flesh. All right. Though, in the flesh, you're going to war and battle with not, going back and forth in the flesh, with these guys, that's a part of our battle is that we, have to remain spiritual. Okay. And we have to wait on the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. In between those times, you are to remain in the spirit, and you have to understand that you are a sacrifice, no matter how uncomfortable you may feel in the situation, or no matter how, bizarre it may seem. The Lord has you there for a reason, and he's going to glorify, if you are the elect, his name through delivering you from the madness you're going through. All right. But our victory is not of the flesh. A lot of these guys you see popping up, their victory is the flesh. Their victory is carnal. The corruptible crown, which we'll show you, is not what Yahweh Shem Yahushai told us to push towards in these last days. All right. It is our job to glorify, all right, what we have been told, all right, through the Holy Spirit. All right. The doctrine that was once given to the saints, that was once delivered to the men of the Lord, that doctrine is back here, and that is our business. All right. No matter what's going on. All right. So, and odds of everything that's happening to the church, the heavy persecution that we are enduring, which, it won't be for too much longer, brothers. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is doing all of this for a reason. This is a beautiful movie, by the way. All right. Their victory is carnal. All right. Their victory is to make you look bad in the sight of men. All right. Or to harm something that you physically have. They'll scratch up your car if they could. You see, that's the type of guys that these are. And we can't get caught up in their game. Okay. And you're going to have the thought of getting caught in their game. All right. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to stand and fight for us. Beautiful chapters to read is Psalms 18 and Psalms 22, when you get a chance. Psalms 22 prophesied, what they were going to be doing to Yahushua, which overall is what's going to happen to us. All right. So it says, beware of dogs, beware of evil workers, beware of consensus. All right. And that is basically trimming your way, cutting something off, man. Apostasy, those that would make merchandise of the word, those that would try to make the word about things that they can physically do in the law, or, things that they can physically build, that's these men, It says, for we are of the circumcision which worship the Most High in spirit and rejoice in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach and have no confidence in the flesh. All right. So we don't have confidence in the flesh. There's a lot of things that we can do in the flesh. All right. But what is no victory there. All right. That is not how the Lord said that we would attain our victory. All right. So we have to combat all of the wickedness that's coming against us with the truth, with the word, man, the true sword. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. Okay. Now, when you jump down, let's see. I start at 14. All right. This is Philippians 3 and 14. Oh, I start at 13. Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto the things which are before. All right. It says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Yahushua Hamashiach. So that's what we're pressing towards, brothers. Eventually, what everything that we're going through is going to all come to an end. We're not going to catch hell forever under these evildoers, man. We're not going to have to worry about what we're worrying about forever, man. All right? But through that trial, the Lord wants to know if he can trust you, man. The Lord wants to know if you will continue to glorify his name in the sight of against all odds, man. Because that's ultimately what these niggas want, man. They don't want us to teach that name. And it's going to talk about that. It says, let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal even this unto you. All right. So, hey, that's why a lot of people were being revealed, man. Demons, guys who couldn't wait to be demons, man. Shaking your hand on Monday, and then Wednesday there's a video about you, man. That these type of guys. This is the new culture in Israel, man. And trying to ruin a man in the flesh, all because they can't deal with you spiritually, man, or you have a disagreement. Okay. So their natural instinct, according to the energy of their forefathers, is to just get carnal, man. What do you think they did to Yahushua? Why were they so adamant on killing him? They couldn't find anything on him in the flesh because he never sinned. You see? With us, they can find things on us because we have sinned, but if we are of that elect number, we have it. If you can receive that, man. Because can anybody lay any charge to the things of the Most High's elect? Lord willing, we're of that number. You find something on me, you embarrass me, you do all of these things, all right? At the end of the day, hopefully I'm forgiven for those very sins, and you have sins. All men have sins. So ultimately, our only the goal, all right, the prize to press towards, all right, is not a carnal victory, but the victory of being of that chosen number in whom the Lord will not impart the sins that you have done, so that you can be found without guile, man. That's ultimately what all of us need. All right? All of us. That's ultimately what all of us need, man. And that promise is only given to the elect, man. All right? So if you're not focused on that and you're otherwise minded, meaning you're on the earth making this thing about corruptible crowns and destroying someone's life in the flesh, destroying their livelihood and totally destroying their name, all right, then the Most High is going to reveal it. Okay? The Most High don't want any men like that on his side, man. He wouldn't have hung with you. He wouldn't have supped with you and gave you his secrets, because you would have took the secrets and did what you're doing now, man. It says, nevertheless, whereunto we have already attained, all right, if we are of the elect. Now, this is the thing. Paul up here, he said, all right, I count not myself to have apprehended, all right, but this one thing I do. So he's saying I'm not counting it as if I already made it, all right. But check this out. It says, nevertheless, whereuntil we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule. All right. Let us mind the same thing. Because if you go along that energy and you press towards that prize, you constantly enduring, you taking what they throw at you, and you glorifying Yahushua, and you understand that you have to go through it, and it's a part of your story, and there's things that need to be purged out of you. You're humbling yourself, you're praying, you're constantly acknowledging that the situation you're in, there's no way you can win it in the flesh. This is the type of man that the Lord is looking for, man. Ultimately, you need a new body. You need something. You need this miracle that is written about to happen, man. And you submitted yourself unto attaining that, man. All right. It says, brethren, be followers together of me. All right. Which Paul was a man in the flesh. All right. And it says, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example. All right. And there was examples, and we have examples today. All right. And those examples have always been spoken out against. It says, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, just like he did in Acts. Paul was on the planet Earth cursing people out. Okay. Paul was on the planet Earth stirring things up. Paul was on the planet Earth serious about the doctrine, man. It says, so he said, for many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are enemies of the cross. And all of these people had everything on Paul carnally. They could have brought up what he was doing with the Christians. They could have brought up a lot of things because he had faults in the flesh. He admitted that in Romans the 17th chapter, man, or the Romans the 7th chapter, man. You see? So it says he was weeping, all right, telling you often about these people are the enemies of the cross, man. Okay, they're the ones who condemned him to that position, man. They're the ones who lied on him, spat on him, beat him. And what are they doing? They're trying to get a corruptible crown. Now, when you read Matthew the 27th chapter, these niggas, matter of fact, let's just get it, man. These niggas wanted a carnal victory so bad. All right. Let's see. Now, when Yahushua was put in the tomb, you know, the scribes and Pharisees were like, basically, let's really watch it, because they know when he was on earth, he said he would raise again. You know, so they were like, you know, let's see if he really raises again. So let's watch the casket, you know. So when he did raise and they were confounded, let's see. All right, now this is after Yahushua rose. All right, this is Matthew 28:10. It says, and then Yahushua said unto them, be not afraid, go tell my brethren that they go into Galilee, all right, that they go into Galilee, and there shall they see me. He didn't want everybody to see him after he rose. All right, this is after he rose. All right. It says, now when they were going, behold, some were of the watch came into the city and showed, all right, unto the chief priests all the things that were done. All right. So they found out like that he really did rise. He wasn't in the tomb. All right. So let's just watch. It says, and when they were assembled with the elders and had taken counsel, they gave a large money into the soldiers. They're trying to pay them off to lie, man. And it says, and if this come to the governor's ears, we will persuade him and secure you. So what they do? They trying their hardest to get a victory in the flesh, man. They just so much that they're willing to break the law and compromise the integrity of the Bible, man. There's nowhere written in the scriptures that you should do the shit that Jake is doing to one another, man. Even in a disagreement, there's order, all right? So it says, and so they took the money and did as they were taught, and this saying is commonly reported among the Jews unto this day. So what were they doing? They paid them off so that basically they would say that they saw, I think it was like they saw the disciples steal him out of the tomb, man. You see? Wicked niggas, man. Trying to get a corruptible crown, man. And it's all a lie, man. And it's going to come to naught, man. Okay? These are the enemies of the cross, brothers. These same people. Philippians 3:18. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, man. All right? Whose end is destruction. All right? Whose end is destruction. This is the end of men like this. Whose God is their belly. All right? They don't live by the guidelines of the law, statutes, commandments of the Holy Scriptures, man. Which the things that the men of the Lord wrote through the Spirit are commandments as well, man. You see? That's not how what they live by. They're complete niggas and psychopaths, man. So their God is their belly. They do whatever it is, all right, to make their flesh feel good, man. Because that's where ultimately their victory is. So they'll go above and beyond to get that victory, man. And they want control over you, man. You know, they want control over you. They want you to fear them as if they're the most high God, man. Why? All because they can destroy something that you have in the flesh. Their God is their belly, man. Itching ears. You see? It says, whose God is their belly, whose glory is in their shame, who mind earthly things. That's them. You see? That's these niggas, man. 100%, man. Teach Israel to get jobs. You should know as a man to get a job, man. We're living here ain't gonna be no jobs here pretty soon, man. Didn't the scripture say in Isaiah 19 that there shall be no work for Egypt? Do you believe we're in the latter times, man? Well, this place is about to fall any goddamn way, man. This word is all we got, man. This is our job, man. If Yahweh Shah Shah blesses us with a job while we're on the path, then man, it's all praise, man. There's a time and place for everything. We're not in a time to be talking about all this minuscule bullshit and how to get married to the children of Israel when the Lord is about to wreak havoc on the planet Earth, man. Those things are nice. Those things are good. Those things were set up by Yahweh Shai. Marriage has its place, all right? Mirth has its place, all right? And partying has its place, but we're not in those times, man. Okay? So they mind earthly things. It says, for our conversation is in heaven, man. All right? And that's going to look stupid to people, man. We actually believe that the things that are written before, they're going to happen. Judgment is coming, man. We're going to keep our conversation in the heaven, man. Spiritual things, man. All right? From whence also we look for the Savior, all right? The Lord Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, man. Who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby, all right, he is able even to subdue all things unto himself, man. Okay? But what does it say here? Our conversation is in the heaven, man, and we're going to keep it there. Okay? Let's see. This is Matthew 6:19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, where moth and rust do corrupt. All right? You can do a video on me. You can talk about my hairline. All right? But that is just going to fade away. You see? It's just going to fade away, all right? It says where thieves break through and steal, man. Esau can come and take the video down. Esau can take YouTube, the internet down. It says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, man. All right? That's why the scriptures say the wicked seeks to slay those that are upright conversation. Upright conversation is spiritual things. Babylon is going to be destroyed. This is Babylon. You know, the NATO and the EU is spoken about. All right, Russia. All right, all of the things that you see happening on a planet Earth, we can show it to you right here in the Holy Bible, man. And we have faith in them. Okay? We have faith in Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai that they will come through on the promise. Because everything is happening according to the plan, man. You see? If you fall out at this point, it's just because you don't believe. All right? You don't have faith that he is, man. All right? Hey, man, we're going to see this persecution is going to, hey, let's go challenge you, brothers. But guess what, man? Keep your mind on the prize. It's all of the feeling that you're going through, all of the, you know, the agony you may feel, you know. Your co-workers and people finding out that you preaching this word, which they already know. All your co-workers, all of our co-workers pretty much know what we do. We're out there, brothers. So we have nothing but faith to go off either way it goes, man. We don't have no business trying to get no victory in this world, man. All right. It says, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, where thieves do not break through and steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also, man. Your mind, man. And that's what you see these guys doing. You got guys who can't admit that they even were taught by other men. It's just ridiculous, man. All right, so that they will go to any lengths to get a victory over you in the flesh because they think that that is the end all be all of the truth. They have made up their minds that confounding you, making you look bad, is going to get them to the kingdom of heaven, man. That's how you know we on the right path, man. Although we do talk about them, all right. When you look at the majority of our videos, what are they doing? They're warning the people of what's to come. Okay, warning them of the terror of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. So their minds is where their treasure is. Their treasure is what? That corruptible crown, man. 1 Corinthians 9:25. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Jake goes overboard. Even in our rebuke, we're temperate. We're temperate. We don't lose our goddamn minds. All right, we don't make it the end all be all of the message of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, we deal with it when we deal with it. Okay, everything that you do, you have to be temperate, man. You have to be a very balanced, all right, person in the spirit, all right, to make it, man, because you're gonna be faced with times where you have to judge, man. All right, and the wrong judgment could be the end of your whole setup, Jack. And that goes for all of us. It says, now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So there you go. They do it to obtain a corruptible crown. We have no need for a corruptible crown. We've seen that the sin of Adam, all right, well, the sin of Eve, all right, which led Adam to sin, what it has led to. And it's nothing good, man. And it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You see, this shit got to stop. All right. That's the bottom line, is that what's going on here on the planet Earth has to stop. Okay. It says, I therefore so run, not as uncertainly, so fight I, not as one that beateth the air. All right. And that's what a lot of these guys are doing, man. Okay. It says, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. So when you're going through these things, you have to put your mind in subjection. You make sure you call them brothers, listen, express, the hell you're going through, and guaranteed if it's a man of the Lord, he'll complain with you to a degree, but then he's gonna give you some encouragement, man. That happened to me today. All right. So you got to keep your body in subjection. It says, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself shall be a castaway. And that's a lot of these guys, they're screaming Israel and they're doing this, but, they're going to be castaways, man. You just preaching, all right, in vain, strife and vain glory, man. All right. A corruptible crown, man. We're not worried about a corruptible crown. You see? But all of this is happening, so that we can receive that salvation, brothers. All right. This is 2 Corinthians 1:6. And whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation. So that is your consolation. That comes with the package automatically, man. Okay. That's a good thing. All right. It says, and whether we be afflicted, it is for your consolation and salvation, which is effectual in the enduring of the same sufferings which we also suffer, or whether we be comforted, all right, it is for your consolation and salvation, all right? So, hey, man, it's effectual in the enduring of the same sufferings which we also suffer, all right? So this hell is our consolation, man. This is a part of what we got to go through. But through that hell, we have to make sure that we remain in the spirit. All right, like David, you know, when he was, when you can read those Psalms, he was praying. He acknowledged that he was losing. His enemy was stronger than him, man. All right, so that's it. Through the spirit. Hopefully, the point was made. No, I was all over the place, but hey, all through the spirit. Hopefully, you're edified. All praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the apostles, the elders at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.